Alright, so we're going to create one final page which will display all of the flashcards that have been saved to our database. So the first step is, in Pages, we'll set up that new page which we'll name Review Page. Create a new stateful widget of the same name. And now we want to navigate to this new page from the home page. So the same idea, we've navigated to the settings page with the gesture detector. So wrapped the settings icon with the gesture detector. We'll copy the on tap logic here and wrap the review page also in a gesture detector. So basically just doing the same thing. Paste in the on tap and we'll update the settings to review. So this is the image that will be displayed, and update the page that's pushed on from settings page to review page. So after we hot reload, tap the review page and we've now navigated to this new page. So a screen of blackness. So let's update this. So firstly, we'll change the container to a scaffold as we've done before. Put in the app bar, and we'll be using the custom app bar as we have with the settings page and flashcards page. Let's wrap that in a preferred size widget. And pass in the constant there. All right, nice. So we now have our app bar already done for us. So next step is let's build out the body. So at the top of the body, just under the app bar, we'll create a couple of buttons, and then under that we'll create the list of widgets. So let's use the body property. And because we're stacking these things on top of each other, we'll use a column. And now we'll create our buttons, and I want these in a row. So we'll use a row widget. And I'm also going to wrap the row in an expanded because it's inside the column here. And then we'll use an expanded inside the row. So in here, we'll have an elevated button, on pressed, and the child will be the text. All right, cool. So we have a button in the middle of the screen. Now we're going to have a couple of buttons. So firstly, let's refactor out this button into its own widget. We'll name it header button. So we're going to use this button a bunch of times. So we want to pass in the callback that'll run and also what will display on the button. So the text, so final string title, and also the callback. So now we can just replace this here. And these need to be required parameters. Okay, cool. So we've got the button, and also as normal, let's put this in its own file to keep things organized. We'll create a new subdirectory in components. This will be our last subdirectory for components. So this will be the review page. And a header button file. Back in the review page, reference that new library. Now we need to pass in the title. We'll put insert card for the time being. And the anonymous function can just be empty. We'll update this later. Now let's copy this button and paste it again. And update the second button. So the title reads clear cards. So this will help us build out the animated list that we're going to create. All right, cool. So we've got two buttons. Now we want these at the top, so let's push them up to the top. And we'll do that by creating another widget and placing it in the column. Let's update the flex value to 10 for the second widget, and this first widget we'll put in 1. The default value is 1, but we'll just make it explicit here. Alright, nice. So we've got the button pushed up to the top. Let's jump back to header button and just update the formatting a little bit. Firstly, let's put some padding around. So I'll wrap the button in some padding. And the buttons are yellow, and that's based on the app theme that we've set up. But in this case, the background is yellow. So obviously it will look better if we have a different color. So let's make these buttons red. So we can do that by using the style property, elevated button, and the style from static method. And for the primary color, we'll use theme of and access the primary color, which is the red color we've set up. Alright, cool. So we've now got these two buttons set up, and we'll put in some print functions. Okay, hot reload. Cool, insert card and clear cards. Alright, great. So we've got these two buttons set up, insert card and clear cards. Next up is we'll create an animated list under these cards.